captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Man, can't wait. College basketball. I cannot wait for college basketball. I'm begging the books to give me some damn lines for opening day. I do appreciate the conference winners. At least you got those up. Ha! Football lines you post in June for August, September. College hoop lines gotta wait. Wait till the day of. But anyway, lots of great action going on in the sports world. Fun weekend in the NFL. A lot of points, a lot of favorites. I get down. A lot of wins. Recap the NFL a little bit later. The weekend that was. Can't wait to look forward to the weekend that is. Again, 3 weeks till college basketball. The perfect time for the Saints season to end, which I think it ended on Sunday. Some drama going down in the Major League playoffs. Metropolitans tie the series 1-1 with the Dodgers. And now the Brooklyn Bombs got to travel back to Queens. As the kids say, scary hours. New York City so nice they got two teams in the Final Four. I know y'all don't call it the Final Four, but this is a college basketball show. New York took game one against Cleveland last night. They have game two set up tonight. 5-2 last night. Soto, Stanton, both hit bombs last night. Tonight, ooh, not looking good for the Guardians. You gotta steal game one when Rodon's on the mound because Rodon stinks. Now you gotta do with Cole in game two. If anybody can do it, the Guardians can do it. Cole, BB, game two tonight. Give out my bets for that game a little later. The Gator. If I have time later in the show, I want to react to the AP men's college top 25, the preseason poll. That means not a damn thing. But in doing so, looking some things up, I saw that Kansas and North Carolina is going to play on November 8th. We get Zaga Baylor opening night. Kansas, North Carolina 4 days later. Who knows what they have in store for us in between time? The madness is real. We get Tucky Duke on November 12th. Baylor, Arkansas, November 9th. Auburn, Houston, November 9th. Oh my God, my heart is melting just thinking about it. Anyway, WNBA action as well. Definitely going to talk games 1 and 2 in the WNBA finals between the Lynx and the Liberty. 1-1. Ono on Ono. Game 3's mañana. I believe game 3 is tomorrow. But anyway, it's Captain by a hook, baby, with the red beard. I'm Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs. Presented by Stare Down Sports, baby. Going live. It's Tuesday, the 15th of October. Been doing probably too much. Probably too much. Damn studying for college basketball season. Cannot wait to get back 5 days a week here shortly. Um, Probably update the show on times sometime this week. I'm gonna be going out of town, taking my last vacation till Christmas, the week before, around Halloween. So I'll be back going 5 days a week. Probably the first week of college hoops, man. Get this thing rolling. Up until then, we'll be following this baseball playoffs, WNBA finals, NFL season, a little college football here and there. And any time, extra time I have, we will be talking college hoops. Again, I'm gonna try and get to later in this show, get to a minute or two talking top 25. But Captain by a hook, baby. We got the final four teams in Major League Baseball. We got the Yankees taking on the Guardians, and we have the Metropolitans taking on the Dodgers. I can't believe that the Mets weren't even supposed to make the playoffs on my birthday in late July. But man, shout out to Carlos Rodon getting game one. He's been getting beat up these playoffs not only by opposing hitters, but by the fans, the media. I try to tell y'all the kid stinks, man. But hey, he got the win last night in game one. As far as the Yankees go, he will be in that rotation. They don't have the arms or talent to get away from him. Dodgers. The worst thing they could have done is lose game one or two. Because it's crazy in the Queen. I mean, it is crazy in the Queens. And trust me, I respect LA and the Dodgers. I think the hardest thing that you can do in baseball is win in Dodger Stadium on Friday night. We saw the Padres run into that problem. I believe if that game's on a Thursday night or a Saturday afternoon, Padres have a fighting chance. Also, the Dodgers went about 2.5, 3 games without giving up a run. Metropolitans got at them early last night, put up 5 in the second inning, 1 in the first. They were up 6-0 going into the bottom of the second, and they never let go of control. Dodgers try to make it interesting late, make it 6-3 in the sixth. Little insurance run top of the ninth for the Mets to win 7-3. How about the pitching for the Mets last night? Only giving up 5 hits. Sean Manaea, come on down. Way to do the damn thing. A little bit of the same story. Talking Yankees, Guardians. Yankees get up early, put up 3 in the third, go up 4-0 going into the fifth inning, and the Guardians could never come back. The Guardians. Good news, bad news. It's October, which means the Yankees at some point in this series are gonna go ice cold. I don't know if it'll be 3 games, 2 games, or 4 games. But there would be at least two games consecutively where this Yankees lineup maybe puts up one run between the two games. The Guardians need that in order to win this series. These two runs they put up last night, that's high powered offense when it comes to Cleveland. Cleveland needs to win games 3-2, 4-1, 2-1. As soon as they gave up that fourth and fifth run, you knew the game was kind of over. As soon as the Yankees went up 3-0, you think, well, Guardians, I don't know. I do not know if the Guardians can put up 4 runs the rest of this game. I think this series, Guardians Yankees, will go longer than it has to because of the cold bats from the Yankees not having anything to do with the Guardians. The Guardians are somehow going to win 2 games in this series, 2-0, 3-1, and the entire New York that's wearing navy instead of royal will be in tears. Snot bubbles galore. But anyway, tonight's the night. Yankees, Guardians. Yankees got Cole on the mound. The Guardians really want to shake somebody up. They steal this game. They probably will win the series. I think Yankees get it. I think it goes longer than it should. But I think the Yankees end up winning this one in 6 or 7. But if the Guardians get tonight, that's like cutting the head off a snake. You win a cold game, Yankees will shrivel up and die. Yankees minus 172 on the money line. Guardians plus 144. Total set at 7. No hook. Get the run line plus 130 on the Yankees minus 1.5, minus 156 for the plus 1.5. Man, man. Do, 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 do. Jazz Chisholm hasn't had his playoff moment yet, huh? For these Yanks. These Yanksters. Just looking at some anytime home run props. Excuse me. Let's jump over to the W. I haven't been on. I haven't been here to talk to you since that glorious, emphatic, amazing game 1. Captain by I ain't country. I'm rough country. Anyway, WNBA action continues tomorrow, Wednesday, 7 o'clock. We got the Liberty on the road. Favored minus 2.5. Money line minus 144. I thought maybe the Lynx can get a -1, -2 at home, especially after still in game 1. Game 2, if you look at the final score, you think it was a blowout. It was closer than that 14 points. At one point, believe it or not, it was 64-66 or something like that. Yeah. 14-2 run to close the game. It was not the pretty, but shout out to the Liberty. I mean, on one hand, you feel like, yeah, game 1, for those who missed it. I'll just paint the picture real quick so that what I say next makes sense. Down 15 with 5 minutes left, the Liberty are dancing. Dancing! Long story short, the Lynx come back. No quit. Courtney Williams, huge, and one. Stewart ties it up with some free throws. Could have won it, but she missed one. 1-1 from the line. They go to overtime in the Liberty. Outside of Sabrina scoring 2 buckets, just could not get anything rolling. Lynx still 95-93, still game one. Uh, Nafisha Collier had 21. Kayla McBride had 22. Courtney Williams had 23. Letitia Heidemann had 10. I will say this: that game, one game, a lot of the credit goes to Nafisha for hitting the bucket to really kind of put them up, and Courtney Williams for hitting numerous buckets and bringing the energy to even get them to come back and keep them in the game. But I haven't heard anybody talk about when they was down 20, when they was down 18, when they was down 12. Every single time, and I mean every single time, where it's like, okay, we got it to 8. Oh, damn. It's back to 14. Kayla McBride hit a huge bucket. Damn. Back to 20. Kayla McBride. 17. Don't trip. We good, bro. We good. They push it back to 12. No, it's 9, bro. We good. Kayla McBride hit a huge buckets in that game one. Honestly, she should get a lot more credit than she has. But game two, you go from the 95-93 victory to the Liberty winning 80-66. Benaje Laney Hamilton. I don't know if it was a coach's speech, her teammates, or just her. But something got in her head when she said, "We ain't finna motherfucking lose this game long as I'm out here." I love it. Oh, love it. X Factor. 6 man dealing with injuries. Defense, D&3 player. She said, "Nah, I'm gonna put y'all on my shoulders tonight." She scores 20 points in game two to go along with 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And yes, she was still their best defensive player on the perimeter. Um, Probably the most minutes I've seen her play since the injury, so that was a good sign as well. But Laney Hamilton scoring 20 points in game two just really gave them that boost. Brianna Stewart scored 21. Also had 8 rebounds. And you had Jonquel Jones. Who? Jonquel Jones with 14 points, 9 rebounds. And Sabrina Ionescu, who hasn't had that game yet where it's her game. And maybe she won't. Maybe she wants it too much. Game one, I know she shot, and I don't have the numbers in front of me. Yes, I do. Game one, she shoots 8 for 26. Just could not buy a bucket. She comes back. She scored 19 that game. She comes back the next game 5 for 9 with 15 points. Um, I don't know. One of these games she's gonna have 35, and it's gonna be the Sabrina Ionescu game. Or not. Who knows how this world goes? But you got to think one of these games she's gonna come out of that shell and have a explosive night. Just really couldn't get much offense. Minnesota did. They almost came back and won based on defense alone, but Collier only had 16. Alana Smith stepped up, had 14. And that's about it. Courtney Williams with 15. Kayla McBride, it shows. You're the X Factor. It shows. You have 20 something in game two. They scored. Your team scores 95. You get the win. You come out in game two. That's game one, excuse me. Now you come out in game two, 8 points. You lose by 14. She's really the second best player on this team when it comes to putting the ball in the bucket. Courtney Williams probably the second best player on the team, especially at her position. But Kayla McBride, when she's knocking down shots, she's special. Definitely gonna need her to step up in game three and get back to at least double digit scoring. Give me at least 15. Give me at least More than one assist. Give me at least more than one rebound. And not to talk trash about my second favorite player, Sabrina Ionescu. But she's guarding Kayla McBride. You gotta take advantage. Sabrina is A plus plus offense. Probably a C defensively. Definitely should be taking advantage of whoever Sabrina's guard. But man, I cannot wait for game three. I mean, if you watch game one, it might have been the best basketball game I want to say this year, but I know there was some crazy college basketball games last year. It definitely was the best WNBA game of the season. And that says a lot because there were some good ass WNBA games this season. But it's up there. Top five. Definitely one of the best finals games. It definitely was better than any game between the damn Celtics and Mavs. And that's for damn sure. Game two was great too. I mean, honestly, this game was a 2 point game, 4 or 5, 3 minutes left, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what the hell happened. You look up and there's a minute on the clock and they down 12. I said, what the hell happened? Gotta get off my phone. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, people. I know y'all be on your phone, don't even know what the hell going on. Look up the game over and you watching the damn news. Watching the damn news. One thing that does interest me before I move on real quick, I want to look at this number. Sabrina Ionescu, 22 and a half. I get it, game one. She gets to 22. That hook is a mother. Game two. I don't touch it. It opens at 24 and a half. I say, I know that shit gonna hit. But it's Sunday, baby. All my money's on football. Also, so she hits 22 again. So I'm wondering what this number is gonna be and if I want to touch it. And it opens at 23 and a half minus 108. Ah, it made me so much money throughout the season. Game one broke my heart. I ended up with 3 times my normal bet, which is a lot. Oh, bake me a dozen. Anyway, it's just like hot fire. Trying not to touch it, but it's so damn mesmerizing. Man, cannot wait for game three of that. Let's go on recap this weekend that was real quick over on the NFL. It's captained by a hook, baby. It's pretty damn good games. Somewhere around here. We opened it up Thursday night with I don't know how the hell this over. I had the under 49 and a half on this game. 49ers Seahawks 36-24. I went to bed, forget the score. But I said one touchdown to hurt me. It's like 26-13 or something. I don't know. 26-17 something. I don't remember, but I was good. But I said there's 9 minutes left. All I need the 49ers to do is just stop them. Because, I'm used to the old school football that the Eagles and 49ers been doing. You give them the ball with 8 minutes left in the lead, they just gonna run that motherfucker down. That didn't happen though. It went from like 26-17 to 36-14, 24. I don't know how the hell these guys scored 17 points in 8 minutes, but hey, Niners, they're up to 3-3. Believe that gives them the lead in the NFC West. Definitely really about to start looking at these divisions. Haven't really been paying attention to record our division yet, but now we're through 6 weeks and that shit flew by like that. 6 weeks, all it took for the Saints to be eliminated. No, I'm kidding. Niners though, they're 3-3. Seahawks also 3-3. Cardinals 2-4. Rams had a bye week. Don't see their record off top, but what they 1-4. Niners, shout out to them. all the turmoil. Looks like they're still going to be all right. The Buccaneers of Tampa Bay, baby, 4-2, getting things done. Shout out to them, man. They're now tied with the Falcons. I guess the Falcons have the lead for the tiebreaker. But look at this: the Buccaneers score every quarter. 17 in the first, 7 in the second, 7 in the third, 20 in the fourth. 51 points. Baker Mayfield, 4 touchdowns. He did throw 3 interceptions. 2 of them wasn't his fault. 24 for 36, 325. Holy coyote. Batman, Godwin. He had 11 of those catches, 125 with 2 of those touchdowns. 51 points. Saints only score in 1 quarter of this game, and that's the second quarter where Baker Mayfield threw 3 interceptions, all of them being damn near in the Saints red zone when they get the ball. 27 points, bro, in 1 quarter. The Saints went marching into halftime with a 24-27 lead. They lost the game 51-27. I said, ain't that about a last thing I want to say, I blame WWL radio. At halftime of this game, I listen to the radio while I watch. Yes, I'm old. For some reason, the channel that played the Saints game since 1967, every Sunday, loyally, faithfully, at halftime of the Saints Buccaneers game with the 3-point lead, they said, hey guys, how about some New Orleans Pelicans preseason basketball? From that point forward, Saints continue to get that ass whooped. 51-27. I blame the radio. Jaguars. They go to London. Nothing. 16. Bears 35. The Bears. Caleb Williams might be that guy. 35-16 win for Chicago. How about the Packers? Was on the Bears money line, like I told y'all last week. I had the Packers minus 4.5. Jumped on it. As soon as it moved from 5 to 4, didn't matter. The 5.5 would have bang bangarooskied. They also score in every quarter like the Bucks. 34-13 win over the Cardinals of Arizona. Man, every time the public wants to back the Cardinals, they get shitted on by the Cardinals. Surprised they haven't learned yet. The Colts of Indianapolis, they get back to even against the Titans, 20-17. Texans, turkey, dog, whooping up some turkey chili. Drake May's first start, not bad, not great. Texans 41, Patriots 21. I had the Texans minus 6.5. There was a point here where it looked like this game was going to end 27-21. Somehow it didn't. So shout out to them. Eagles barely squeezed by the Browns as 9-point favorites. They get the 4-point win. But the Eagles, 3-2. Man, a lot of these good teams, like you think they're like traditionally good, like Eagles been good at 3-2. God damn, 49ers, they gotta be the 3-3, God. And you got teams like the Texans, the Packers, and of course the Vikings, Commanders, Ravens, even the Steelers, Lions, Falcons, Bucks. A lot of good 4-2 teams, even the Bills last night, but we'll get to them. Commanders, the public was backing them. That hook is a mother. I tell you all the time, that hook is a mofo. Ravens minus 6.5 cover by the hook. 30-23. Looks like they kicked a field goal in the fourth for Nathan. No, I'm kidding. 30-23 win for the Ravens. Derrick Henry leading running backs in all statistical categories. Chargers. Those Bolts from San Diego. Kidding. Los Angeles Chargers. They go down to Denver. Get them a win. 23-16. The funny part about this is Chargers put up 20 in the first half. They go to halftime 20-0. 16 fourth quarter points from the Broncos. Where is that energy in the first 3 quarters? J.K. Dobbins. He got 25 carries, 96 yards, and a tutty. Steelers beat up on the lowly Raiders, 32-13. Lions. I mean, I wish I had an hour to talk about how. Hold on, it's in the back of my throat. Horrible this Dallas Cowgirls go sorry, excuse me, Cowboys team is. I mean, just getting that ass whooped. Ha ha! Love to see it. Nothing makes me happier than when the Cowboys lose like this. I don't really care when they just lose. I don't hate them that much. But I love it when they lose like this, especially on Jerry Jones's birthday. Love it. Love it. Telling you, if I ever have a heart attack, if I ever die, if I ever need to be resuscitated, just whisper in my ear, boys lost 47-9. Ooh. I'm gonna be so excited at the news. Anyway, Falcons 38. They beat the Panthers by 18, 38-20. Panthers. The red rifle ain't working. I don't know what the hell the Panthers are gonna do. I mean, if y'all would ask me, or even listen to the show 2 years ago before the draft, when I said Bryce Young is trash, even if you just a year before that, so you go 3 years back, he's at Alabama, and I'm talking about this Bryce Young kid just trash, trash, trash. But you trade your whole future away, and now you're sitting there with the red rifle with your job on the line. Ain't that some shit? Imagine being a coach. You get your first coaching job, and I don't even know who the coach is or if it's his first coaching job. But imagine you get a coaching job. You're just excited as all can be. I'm about to coach the Panthers. And then 6 weeks in, you're looking at the red rifle. You're 1-5. You can't do it. Shout out to me though. Falcons -6.5. Lions -3. Bengals -3.5. Texans -6.5. Packers -4.5. Bears money line. The perfect Sunday afternoon. Bengals win Sunday night 17-7. And then you get to Monday. And I said, ain't no way. I go 8-0. Let me fade myself. No, 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 no. Didn't fade myself. Like the Jets all week going into the game. All day Monday, though, I was thinking this Bills team is going to win this game. A lot closer game than I expected. Great game. Ended up not betting the game at all. Almost threw some money on the over last second. Should have took my boy Allen Lazard touchdown. Should have took my boy Garrett Wilson touchdown. Had a lot of bets I was thinking about in this game. Ended up not betting Nathan. But hey, the over would have hit. A lot of shit would have hit. But the Jets Mooney line would not have. Anyway, real quick before I get out of here. Probably wasted all my time, honestly. Trying to think. Trying to think. Let's just walk through it. Fuck it. College hoops, baby. 3 weeks away. Should walk through it. You got Kansas at number 1. I mean, this could be a good ass Kansas team. Bill Self, the genius he was, he literally filled every hole he had last season. I screamed at the top of my lungs. I don't even remember the kid's name. McCullers or something. Trash ass F. AF. Trash. They needed some damn perimeter scoring. The defense literally only had 2 jobs last year and they locking their ass up. Hey, don't let DeJuan Harris drive wherever he wants. And double Hunter Dickinson. They can't shoot. They can't score anywhere else. KJ Adams, great slasher. but he not about to one-on-one do you up. Now you got to worry about some shit. You got Dewan Harris Jr. and with even more experience coming down at you. You got the transfer Zeke Mayo at 19 points a game for South Dakota State. He can get some buckets. And then AJ Storr, probably top five pick next year in the draft. He's transferring from Wisconsin. And then you still have KJ Adams, the slashing and dashing, slammer, jammer. And then you still have the big, overrated Hunter Dickinson. But this Kansas lineup is deep. We would definitely see what they have early. They're playing North Carolina on the 8th. Alabama's at number 2. This is how you know we're in a new generation that I will never understand. Aiden Holiday transferring over from Auburn to Alabama. Just saying it puts a bad taste in my mouth. I mean, I just watched this kid go to war with Mark Sears last year. And it never occurred to me while I'm watching this, the whole time he's going to war, he's thinking, I might as well just team up with him if I can't beat him. Hey, get it how you live, big dog. Aiden Holiday transferring from Auburn to Alabama. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you look in the mirror. Hey, who am I? You still got Mark Sears, one of the best point guards in the country. Um, Still got Grant Nilsson, one of the most underrated slash overrated players in the country. Latrell Wrightsell, he's gonna have to step up his game, become more prominent in the offense. But you got a nice big man coming over from Rutgers down there in Alabama, 6'11" senior. My boy Clifford Omari G. Omari, Omorui. That's it for sure. Alabama, they'll be nice, man. They got to the Final Four last year. Don't even feel like it. I don't even remember that. Bama got to the Final Four. I swear them tournaments be a blur, bro. All I know is I be making money. You feel me? Captain by a hook, baby. Huskies of UConn. I think this is the most underrated team. I know they're at 3, but Samson Johnson, highly underrated big man. We cannot wait to see what he's improved on over this season. If y'all remember last year, Donovan Clingan out for a little bit of time, mostly out of the entire non-conference schedule. Samson Johnson was doing his damn thing in this starting lineup. Actually, when Clingan came back, it took the whole team. You got to play a little different. With Sampson, you can run, gun, throw the hoop. You ain't got to worry about him setting up. Clingan, you got to kind of slow it down, get him some touches in the paint, make him happy. But they had to readjust, and they lost a game or two trying to figure out. Okay, we got Clingan back again. Let's figure this shit out. But you got Caravan coming back. McNeely. I'll get to McNeely in a second. Aiden Mahaney is a great bleeping transfer. If you loved Cam Spencer, Aiden Mahaney probably more talented. Doesn't I don't think he has as much heart. Cam Spencer wore it on his sleeve, but Aiden Mahaney definitely can step in and be that role, that guy. Let's look at the last 2 years real quick. Jordan Hawkins, freshman phenom, 1 year title, league. Stephen Castle, freshman phenom, 1 year title, leave. I don't know anything about Liam McNeely, but he's a freshman. He plays the 3, the wing, I guess you can call it. Same position Hawkins, Castle played. I trust Dan Hurley enough to think. Straight assumption. Haven't seen a picture, a highlight, a stat. This Liam McNeely kid can play. Trust me. If he's that freshman this year that's going to start on this squad, he can play. He's number 9 in ESPN's 100, so it's not like I'm going out on a limb here saying that a kid with 2 left feet can play. I don't know. I'm just saying. Liam McNeely, cannot wait to see what he can do. He definitely brings some damn size. So I love that. 6'7" on the wing from Richardson, Texas. Ooh, hope he has a sweet stroke. I cannot wait to see this UConn team. Cause I think they have a chance to three-peat. I mean, it's the hardest sport to win in. You win the last 2 years. You're coming back with a great lineup. Just to round out the top five here, Houston. I don't know. Can't put anything past Kelvin Sampson, but I don't know how many years he can keep this up, especially not now with the transfer. But I guess you're in the Big 12 now. It's not like you're a little old Houston. I don't know. Houston is going to be a great a program to watch for me the next 10 years. Going from a small school with unknown players to now you're a big dog in a big conference that can get big name players. It's going to be crazy to ever see the number one prospect in America go from New York or Washington, and next thing I know, they in third ward, Houston, Texas, going hard. You feel me? Then you got Iowa State, bunch of Big 12 in this top five. You get Kansas, Houston, and Iowa State. Um, man, just to wrap up the rest of these, Iowa State, they're gonna do their thing. That's pure coaching and culture right there. You go 29-8 last year, losing the Sweet 16. These players gonna come back hungry, 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 hungry. But you got Gonzaga at 6. Definitely gonna be great. I mean, they're gonna be a good team. I think Gonzaga's kind of went underrated the last 2 years, which I don't even know why. You're looking at a 27-8 team last year, which I guess this team used to be in 32-2 type shit. And you got Duke at 7, Baylor at 8. Baylor's going to be underrated. I cannot wait for that game against Gonzaga November 4th. Jeremy Roach from Duke. You got the number 3 freshman and VJ Agaduga Edgecombe. Edgecombe. Anyway, let me stop playing. And then you get Omier, no Chad Omier from Miami. Had 17 points a game from him. Uh, if you don't recognize the name, you should recognize the face. He was that good and that big. But man, Baylor put together a damn squad in this transfer portal. Um, Definitely look for Baylor to do big things, big things. We'll definitely be talking futures conference winners. Baylor will be in the conversation along with these next two teams. North Carolina at number 9, number 10, Arizona. Caleb Love, how many years will he play? Been thinking this kid gonna go to the league since they like last 3 seasons. I'm like, Caleb Love is his last season, man. Oh, he's coming back. Okay, cool. Auburn at 11, Tennessee at 12, Texas A&M, the Aggies at 13. Feels a little high for me on the Aggies. Purdue gonna be all about the guard play this year. They only go as far as the guard play will take them. Purdue, they're at 14. You got Creighton at 15. I gotta look into this Creighton team a little more. Um, Cal Brenner coming back. Other than that, though, it's gonna be some new faces over there in Creighton. Arkansas, the Razorbacks. We all know the story. We all know the story. Indiana. I feel like they're being very overrated. Great transfer class. Rooting for Mike Woodson. I want to see this Indiana team get back to some kind of winning. I can't think of the word. Relativity. I don't know. I want to see Indiana get back there this year. I want to see them start off the season 15-2 and be in the top 10. And I want to see them red and white pants running the highlight reels, baby. Um, I don't know if I will though. Ballo, the big transfer from Arizona, just never seen him in shape. Maybe Mike Woodson can light the fire. Marquette at 18, looking to do some damn damage. This is gonna be a big year for Texas. They're at number 19. Uh, Rodney Terry did a great job stepping in for Chris Beard 2 seasons ago. Last season with him at the realm, things got shaky here and there. Uh, but they righted the course. Lost in the second round, but 21-13. You'd like to see this Texas team be more like 25-8. See if they can get there. Huge year for Rodney Terry. I mean, this is third season. It's gonna go one of two ways. He finally has his system, his everything in place, and it's gonna work, or he has everything in place and it's not gonna work. We're really gonna see what Rodney Terry is all about this year. Cincinnati, the Bearcats, man, Jizzle James just had to say the name. Every time I think of Cincinnati, though, I just think of the Bob Huggins, the Mick Cronin. Just think of those years. Love Cincinnati, one of my favorite programs to root for. The fact that they're top 20 in the preseason poll just makes a fan like me happy, man. Can't wait to see what Cincinnati does. Florida Gators, they're number 21, getting back to some recognition here. Getting back to some recognition. And then this is a surprising one to me. The mighty Bruins, who in 16-17 last year, Mick Cronin's UCLA squad, they went transfer crazy and ended up back at number 22. Last season, I kept trying to bet these UCLA Bruins as big dogs, and it worked 50% of the time. But it didn't work enough for me to be happy. I feel good about it. Then you got 23 Kentucky, Mark Pope, first year. Lamont Butler. Wow. 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 Yes. The, the kid that brought San Diego State to the national championship 2 years ago. He's playing for Kentucky now. This is going to be an exciting year. I cannot wait for this November 12th matchup. Kentucky Duke. I'm sorry, Mama. I never made your face. Old Miss at 24. Chris Beard doing the damn thing. Shout out to Chris Beard, man. Started off what 10-0 last year. First year as Old Miss's coach. Can't wait to see what he does with the program. And then Rutgers. Hats off to New Jersey, man. Anytime Rutgers is top 25 basketball, college basketball, it's like three programs like UNLV, Rutgers. I don't want to just throw another team in that mix. I just say those two teams. When Rutgers and UNLV is in the top 25, college basketball is electric. College basketball is great. But man, I'll definitely be talking more and more and more and more into this college basketball season and talking college basketball futures. No bets for you tonight. Probably end up betting Yankees run line some way, somehow. I think the Guardians gonna be on the ropes, but I don't know. Haven't touched it yet. Kind of just in chill mode. Come off of a great weekend like I did. Chilling, baby. Less than 3 weeks away from college hoops. Just getting my bankroll right. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love. And thank you for the support. It's Tuesday, the 15th of October. And I'm just counting down the days to college hoops. I'll be back tomorrow. Break down game 3 of the WNBA finals. We'll talk whatever the hell happened tonight in game 2. Yankees Guardians. Preview Mets Dodgers game 3. Tomorrow, NFL teaser, college football picks. Also went 3-0 in college football last week. All dogs, could have took them all outright. Money line, all won, all that jazz. I actually had a crazy, if you put them together, 10-0 Saturday and Sunday. Man, sometimes the coffee just tastes right. But anyway, teaser, college football, WNBA. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Holla.